Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. Now, a quick word from the sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network, Ethico.
If you're a compliance officer, middle managers are crucial in getting your programs from you to your frontline employees. But how do we activate those managers and get them on our side? Ethico's new Middle Manager Toolkit equips you with the skills needed to empower your managers, to promote a culture where ethical behavior thrives and employees feel empowered to speak up. Learn how to turn frontline managers into ethical leaders with our new white paper, Empowering Middle Managers as Ethics Champions. And did I mention you can get the whole toolkit for free? Head to ethico.com to download the full toolkit today.
The Sunday Book Review for September 8, 2024, the Books on Mergers and Acquisitions edition. Today we look at books on M&A for the compliance professional, and we begin with Agile M&A, Proven Techniques to Close Deals Faster and Maximize Value by Kison Patel. At its core, Agile is a problem-solving mindset, a way of conceptualizing and responding to constantly changing environments which value spontaneity, creativity, and swift reaction to novel situations over an established procedure and workflow. Dealroom CEO Kison Patel has spent years working on transactions and has led him to this book. The key takeaway is, despite the realization that M&A is failing thousands of businesses, the methodology for closing transactions has remained largely unchanged. He proposes using Agile to change all of this. Number 2, Valuation, Measuring, Managing the Value of Companies by Tim Koller, Marc, Goedhart, and David Wessels. Extremely large companies struggle to grow. Excluding the first year, companies entering the Fortune 50 grow at an average of 1% over the following 15 years. While it's not strictly an M&A book, this valuation book by a group of consultants from McKinsey is essential for anyone who wants to consider transactions. The authors go into considerable detail about where value is and how it's generated. The key takeaway is truly understanding your company's return on invested capital as opposed to looking at growth as a standalone measure is the key to sustainable value creation. Number 3, Masterminding the Deal, Breakthroughs in M&A Strategy and Analysis. Every deal tends to be described by the acquiring firm's chief executive as unique. They aren't. Approximately 2/3 of all deals fail based on prevailing financial returns criteria. This book might as well be titled, There's a Good Chance Your Deal Isn't Going to Generate Value, and Don't Say We Didn't Tell You. It's an interesting, if not cynical, look at the value of M&A transactions. The key takeaway is the authors introduce net realizable synergies and acquisition premium as a way of thinking about whether a deal is successful or not. Both are useful ways of rethinking the impact of a deal. And our final book is Creating Value for Mergers and Acquisitions, The Challenges by Sudi, Sudarsanam. Similar to many of the other texts on this, creating value from M&A is descriptive in parts, but mainly is still prescriptive. The author covers every part of the M&A process, from background searching through the integration. The key takeaway is that the book it gives indications of how much there is to learn about M&A for the average practitioner, including the compliance professional. As I noted in the intro, this month's sponsor of the Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico, and Ethico has put together a manager's toolkit which you can provide to your managers to help them be more effective in a speak-up culture. It's available at no cost from Ethico. Also, I'm excited to announce a very interesting new limited podcast series, the FCPA Survival Guide. If you find yourself or your company in an FCPA enforcement action, this book tells you how to get the best result possible. How about a daily tip for your compliance program? We'll check out the Compliance Tip of the Day, which gives a daily tip on how to improve your compliance program. If you have a category of books you'd like explored on the Sunday Book Review, please shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the award-winning Compliance Podcast Network.
This podcast is a part of the C-Suite Radio Network. For more top business podcasts, visit c-suiteradio.com.